Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with Global IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already serve 3 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional IGP is a training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award quiz competition mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we're also trying to serve them more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and Wall Knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website free course, convert sites, and many more. We help them empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training, program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainer, speaker, and instructor. We expanded free service to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mode signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,319 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,319 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our 1,320, which program name is Leadership versus Followers. And today our speaker's name is Loyo P. Cristomo. He is from Philippines. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, sir, wants to share a very little bit about our speaker. He is the senior high school teacher, 3 Mababanan High School, National High School Department of Education, School Division of Trelec Province. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Sir,
Good
the
evening,
stage
world.
is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, sir.
Leader, the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. A person who rules or guides or inspires others. The role of leader is someone who is in charge or organizing, guiding, and managing others. They are visionaries who motivate, encourage their team to reach desired outcome. Understanding what leadership entails is essential to your success if your duties call to you to lead others. Person who moves or travels behind someone or something. That is a follower. The role of followers, a good followership is characterized by active participation in the pursuit of organizational goals. In many cases, this means working independently, being accountable your actions, and taking ownership necessary tasks. Leadership, leaders, and followers. One critical role you will get into is becoming a leader or follower many times in your life. Leadership and followers are two sides of the same coin. A critical leader have a characteristic of honesty and integrity. Leaders today need to be honest and have integrity in the face of problems and challenges. Their vision and purpose. We live in the age of purpose, value based decision making, social responsibility, communication, empathy, resilience, and creativity. Are leadership and followership two sides of the coin? Leadership and followership are two sides of the coin, like shepherds and sheep. They must serve towards and purpose. One, they make good medium of exchange, and to make one side exist so that other side will be regarded like sheep and their shepherds. Leaders and followers. A leader needs followers. Followers need a leader for this reason. You have to learn the craft of being both. Why does a leader need to be a follower? Leaders need the followers to know what is happening in the organizational industry or field endeavor. In addition, they want people to understand their customers, competition, and culture, and how changes in technology or world events might affect the organization. What is leadership? Is an act of leading a group of people organization to a certain direction. The act of leading group of people of organization in a certain direction, like a leadership, is the ability of an individual or a group of individuals to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. In leading an organization involved influencing others through direction, inspiration, motivation toward attainment of organizational objectives. Leading is distinct from organizing function management, which generally includes arranging or assembling resources. There are types of leadership. Conservative leadership. This leader is particularly with following procedures: accuracy, attention to details, facts, and order within the group are held most important. The leadership process involves leaders and their team members working together to achieve their goal. This may be personal, professional, team, or company goals. By collaborating to achieve shared to leaders and team members create and bond enhances their ability. There is autocratic or authoritarian leader. These characteristics of leader is make a decision independently with little or no input from the rest of the group. For example, if a principal within a school make a decision for the school without talking to the teachers or getting teacher input, the decision is too autocratic. In the democratic, this kind of leader focus on the goal of the group in attaining warm fellowship among members of the group. Members are encouraged to participate and undertake responsibilities to accomplish the task. They are a task-oriented leader. What particular characteristics? This leader takes group tasks with utmost priority. Getting the job done is what is important. Confident, independent, and good together are common characteristics by this king of leadership. The leader will not be hesitant to direct and control the behavior of the members, if needed, to ensure that tasks will be accomplished. The people-oriented, the leader is a nurturer. Relationships are held most important rather than tasks, are given utmost focus and concern. In addition, personal welfare and growth of the members are priorities. Warm, friendly, approachable, and considerate are typical qualities of this kind of leader. Situational leader, this leader carries of a leadership style dependent upon the given circumstances. Adaptability to the situation is a sterling quality of this kind of leader. There are many questions regarding leaders. What leadership style do you have at this point? You're going to be a leader, a leading professional in your prospective career. What do you think it is kind of leadership that will be effective? The qualities of a good leader. What is a good leader for you? What is the difference of leader and a boss? A boss? Okay. Let us define a boss. A boss is someone who commands people to do things or one who pushes them to accomplish their work while he or she is on sideline. His or her authority is that stick rules. She takes credit for the accomplishment but blames the group in a case of failure. Imagine. A leader is someone who takes part in a group work, coaches people in how to do things, but lets them complete the task with trust. She exemplifies good role modeling, act of goodwill. and his or people credit for a job well done. Important qualities of a good leader is integrity, has clear vision and goals for the group, communicate ideas very well, concern with others person's development and growth, effectively motivates, inspires, and support the group to work, focuses on the group of strength, need, and interests. Equalities of a good team player as a leader. A team player is to be effective, understand the group goal and expectations. She uses her skills and talents that will contribute to the accomplishment of the given task. She cooperates with the group and participates in the assigned activities. How can you be a leader by following? Lead by helping others succeed, ask for advice, leading from heart, follow your instinct, cultivate leadership in others. To lead means you can and should follow. The important leader for you to follow. Leaders who won't follow the lead of others miss out on the potential impact they can have in their current situation. The decisions a leader makes today could impact both today and tomorrow when they invest in others who will lead into the tomorrow. There is other characteristic of leader that is transactional leaders. It is a leadership style that utilizes rewards and punishment to motivate and direct followers. This approach to leadership, also sometimes referred to as managerial leadership, emphasizes the importance of structure, organization, supervision, performance, and outcomes. Here are some characteristics of transactional leaders. Number one, focus on short-term goals. Favor structured policies and procedures. Thrive on following rules and doing things correctly. Revel in efficiency. Very left brain. Tend to be flexible, opposed to change. Advantages of transactional leadership. Create sense of fairness. With transactional leadership, feedback is fair and based on metrics, rather than in managers' opinions or feelings. Under this approach, all employees are measured and rewarded in the same way. The managers can use this data to decide who to promote, who to give projects. The advantages of transactional leadership in the schools, like for example, in our school, transactional leadership principles are effective in motivating teachers and staff to become productive members as their reward system. Rewards promise the leader serve as a motivator for teacher and staff to perform their tasks in the shortest possible time. The disadvantages of transactional leadership, transformational leadership, weaknesses, and how to manage them, lack of focus, potential for burnout, disruption of routineness, fewer checks and balances, misuse of power, constant maintenance, favoritism, and lost details. Transactional leadership examples are, for example, in coaches of athletic teams provide one example of transactional leadership. These leaders motivate their followers by promoting the reward of winning the game. They still such a high level of commitment that their followers are willing to risk pain and injury to obtain the result that the lead is asking for. Transformational leadership, defined as a leadership approach that causes change in individuals and social system. It is a deal form. It creates valuable and positive change in the followers with the end goal of developing followers into leaders. Transformational school leader. The transformational school leader ensures students focus on their studies by being considerate of individuality, being charismatic, influencing them, inspiring them, instead of using set of problem-solving techniques. He or she involved his students and teachers come up with the solutions to problem as they arise. There are many characteristics of transformational leader. Openness to new thinking, talent for broadening minds, commitment to active listening, tolerance for intelligent risk, willingness to accept responsibility, trust in team members, ability to inspire participation. What is the most effective leadership style in management? The democratic leadership style is one of the most effective because it encourages everyone to participate in all process, share their opinions, and know that you will hear them. It also encourages employees to be engaged because they know you hear their feedback. In democratic leadership characteristics, high employees engagement, many opportunities to brainstorming, company culture encourages teamwork, wide range of ideas, complex problems are solved collaboratively, increased job satisfaction, decision making can be slow, expertise, expertise may not be taken into account. Some advantages of democratic leadership in school settings. A democratic style of leadership offers the potential to overcome the weaknesses that the other types of leadership tend to develop. A democratic school leader ensures that all members of the school community are involved in the decision-making process, but participate will vary depending on the context. The disadvantages of democratic leadership. There is disadvantages also. The result is slow decision-making process, not effective in a crisis, because always democracy. They're always a democratic. Shows a lack of expertise, chances of dealing with rejection. Every option does not get value. The pros and cons of democratic leadership styles are it's applicable for almost every business. For example, in a business also, its problem-solving ability to complex issues. It encourages a creative environment, strong connectivity between team members. It becomes very grateful. It eats more than affordable time. Processing decision is time consuming. In democratic classroom leadership. Democratic leadership in a classroom is when a teacher uses the class to engage students in a shared decision making, in taking responsibility to make the classroom the best that it can be. As a result, there tends to be high productivity and high overall satisfaction in the classroom. The best leadership style for performance management, supportive accountability, is the most effective performance style. It embodies the high level of supportiveness, complemented by high level of accountability. Now, which style focus on the rules and procedures to manage a team? For example, the bureaucratic. The foundation of bureaucratic leadership is the allocation of specific duties and adherence to set of rules. As a bureaucratic leader, you focus on your department administrative needs. You encourage employees follow regulation and maintain consistency in their duties. Bureaucratic leadership can be defined as a system of management that follows a hierarchy when official duties are fixed. Employees in this form leadership are expected to follow specific rules, authority created by their superiors. Advantages of bureaucratic leadership. Number one, clear rules. The rules are very clear. Responsibilities and expectation always attained. This leadership style has a fixed set of rules and regulation for every position in the organization. It enables to the employees to understand their responsibilities and meet expectations. Core qualities of bureaucratic leadership: specialization, hierarchical structure, and personality, division of labor, rules and guidelines and procedures, impartiality and standardization, lucidity and demarcation of jobs, rules and relationship are core qualities of bureaucratic relationship. Some example of bureaucratic leadership are government and department manager, assembly line manager, construction foreman, biolab safety director, fast food restaurant manager, police department, mortgage loan officer, government health inspector. The qualities of followers. Now, let us quantify qualities of followers. They manage themselves well. That is qualities of followers. They are committed to the organization and to a purpose principle. a person outside themselves. They build their competence and focus their efforts for maximum impact. They are courageous, honest, and credible. Rules of follower. A follower can provide strength to the leader by supporting the leader and by contributing to the organization in areas that complement leader's position. Full support must be the follower to the leader. The role of followers and leadership, a follower can provide strength to the leader by supporting the leaders and by contributing to the organization in the areas that complement leader's position. What are those areas? Here are some tough followership qualities that can help succeed the workplace. Number one, ego management. Good followers have their egos under control. Yes. Loyalty, good followers respect their obligation to loyal to their employer. Humility, work ethics. Courage, active listening, tact, and teamwork. There are 5 rules of effective follower. Number one, accept responsibility. You must accept responsibility if you are a follower. Number two, challenge authority. You participate in change. You must be part of the change. Serve the needs of the organization. What are the problems of the organization? You must serve. You must follow the organization and leave the organization when necessary. Relationship between leaders and followers. Now, both leaders and followers are united team that interact with each other, improving the need for their mutual collaboration to perform their jobs effectively. There's the types of followers. They're alienated, effective, sheep, or yes people. Alienated followers are often cynical or skeptical. Something made them angry, disgruntled, or frustrated with the situation they are in. Alienated followers might have good ideas, but rather than trying to carry them out, they will simply accept what occurring, quietly opposing the leader's efforts. How about the pragmatic follower? The pragmatic followers are somewhat independent individuals in their thinking and active involvement. They are measured and limited in their criticism of leaders. They can switch between different styles of followers to adapt to each situation. They're exemplary follower. An exemplary follower can think for themselves, act as needed to carry out their duties often, identifying problems and point out the problems to the leader before the problems become insurmountable, and be afraid to question the leader. The passive followers, these followers are dependent on the leader to tell them what needs to be done. Critical thinking skills and initiative are not present. Passive followers go with the proverbial flow, do what they are told to do, and stop. Effective followers have the courage to accept responsibility, challenge, and authority, participate in change, serve the needs of the organization, and lead the organization when necessary. What is more to be a good leader or good follower? According to Greek philosopher Aristotle from 384 to 322 before Christ era said, yes, you cannot be a good follower, cannot be a good leader. If you are not a good follower, you not be a good leader. Instead of rushing to the finish line and declaring yourself a great leader, take the time to be a good follower and learn important skills along the way so that you don't lose yourself. That is according to the great philosopher. Now, what is the difference of a leader and a boss? If you ask what you would prefer to be, a leader or a boss, and why? That is a big question. Now, we have a some assessment or activity you can answer. That you have two. You can choose two, A or V. Number one, you can answer to the private to the comments. What is the greatest factor in success or failure of any team? Any team, experience or leadership? What is the greatest factor in the success or failure of any team? Experience or leadership? correct answer is letter A, experience. Number 2, every good leader must be willing to step up and lead, but likewise, they must also be willing to A, undermine their peers in order to get credit and create promotion opportunities. Letter B, follow orders, support their chain of command, and follow someone else's plan. I will give you 2 minutes how to answer that. Letter A or letter B? Every good leader must be willing to step up and lead, but likewise, they must also be willing to A, undermine their peers in order to get credit and create promotion opportunities. Letter B, follow orders, support their chain of command, and follow someone else's plan. Okay? The correct answer is letter B. Number 3, if you have to work with someone with a giant ego, you should A, confront them and put their ego in check. B, put your own ego in check and work to build a good relationship with them. I repeat, if you have to work with someone with a giant ego, you should A, confront them and put their ego in check. Put your own ego in a check and work to build a good relationship. Okay? Letter A. Next. Number 4. While taking extreme ownership is an essentially quality, the most effective leadership skills are not extreme but required. I repeat, while taking extreme ownership is an essential quality, the most effective leadership skills are not extreme but required. Letter A, allowing the team to complete freedom to do what they want. Letter B, finding balance between two forces pulling a leader in the opposite direction. While taking extreme ownership is an essentially quality, the most effective leadership skills are not extreme but required. Letter A, allowing the team complete freedom to do what they want. Number 5, the most confident leaders. Okay. Letter A, demand the respect they deserve from the team and peers. Letter B, are humble, show respect, listen to others, and let others lead. I repeat, the most confident leaders are demand the respect they deserve from the team and peers. Letter B, are humble, show respect, listen to others, and let others lead. Okay? Letter B, are humble, show respect, listen to others, and let others lead. Okay, number 7. Leadership is more often associated with A, planning, or change. I repeat, leadership is more often associated with A, planning, or change. The answer is letter B, change. Remember, always leader need change. The goal is change. Okay, number 8. The democratic leadership style has suites of the following characteristics. A democratic leadership style has suites of the following characteristics. Letter A, split power. Letter B, genuine. A democratic leadership style has suites of the following characteristics. Split power or genuine. A democratic leadership style has suites of the following characteristics. Split power or genuine. Letter A, split power. Next. Number 9, participative leadership has following characteristics. A. Believe success arises from leaders and staff working together. Letter B. Seeks to involve staff in the decision-making process. I repeat, participative leadership has following characteristics. A. Believe success arises from the leaders and staff working together. Letter B. Seeks to involve staff in the decision-making process. Letter A. Number 10. Which of the following characteristic of transactional leadership? Which of the following characteristics of transactional leadership? Letter A. Seeks involve staff in decision-making process. Or take the view that reward and punishment motivate staff. Which of the following characteristics of transactional leadership? Seeks involve staff in decision-making process. Takes the view that reward and punishment motivate staff. Transactional leadership. Letter A. Next. Okay. Thank you. Okay, good evening. That's all. Any comments to my topic? Okay, thank you very much, Madam IGP. Thank you for the privilege to become a speaker. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, dear sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back with session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and online quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question. For some technical problem, our speaker cannot connect with us, so we have to stay for a few minutes for joining. IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Today, our some technical problem. We cannot share our speakers certificate code. We will provide a certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Today, our some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz of competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Go to www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR for direct joining. Quiz code is Global IGP. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Joining Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. With 31 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is, which of the following leaders are not totalitarian? Option 1, Joseph Stalin. Option 2, Woodrow Wilson. Option 2, Woodrow Wilson is the right answer. 62% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Ricky is holding the first position. Our second question is, transformation versus transnational leadership. Option 1, buy into change versus stability and everyday leader follower exchange. Option 2, need for achievement versus need for affiliation. Option 1, buy in to change versus stability and everyday leaders followers exchanges. Right answer. 74% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Ricky is holding the first position. Our third question is, transformational leader get recognized as being transformational by. Option 1, their followers attribute transformation qualities to them. Option 2, based on their track record of accomplishment. Option 2, based on their track record of accomplishment is the right answer. 14% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Joseph is holding the first position. Our fourth question is Muslim are followers of which faith? Option 1 Islam, option 2 Christianity. Option 1 Islam is the right answer. 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Joseph is holding the first position. Our fifth question is Initiative versus Guild asked what major question? Option 1 Can I be secure? Option 2 Am I good or bad? Option 2 Am I good or bad is the right answer. 79% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Joseph is holding the first position. Our sixth question is qualities of effective, systematic, and transformational leaders all expect. Option 1 Vision, trust, or good communication. Option 2 aggression, narcissism, self-actionable, and self-referential. Option 2 is the right answer. 86% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Joseph is holding the first position. Our seventh question is method used to kill leaders of France during France Revolution. Option 1 guillotine. Option 2 starvation. Option 1 guillotine is the right answer. 86% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Joseph is holding the first position. And eighth question is two leaders who contributed to independence in South America were who? Option 1 Simon Bolivar and Prince Ferdinand. Option 2 José de San Martin and Simon Bolivar. Option 2 is the right answer. 64% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Cheryl is holding the first position. Our ninth question is Jesus and Muhammad are charismatic leader of cults once they are recognized hard followers and cult turned into churches. Option 1 true, option 2 false. Option 1 true is the right answer. 70% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Cheryl is holding the first position. Our last and final question of this session is charismatic leader can often have emotion-based opposition of their leadership. Option 1 true, option 2 false. Option 1 true is the right answer. 69% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, We can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.